Hi there, and welcome to Mindfulness Practice with Paul Sugar. Keeping mindfulness simple. Simple mindfulness is by far the most effective mindfulness. So let's start today's practice with our 15-second mindful smile, where we combine smiling and body scanning together. Body scanning being that skill that enables us to connect to the body. So we monitor the physical sensations, the thoughts, the emotions, and the breath. And we do that while we're smiling. So let's begin with that 15-second mindful smile. Noticing your present moment experience. Connecting with that smile, connecting with the body. Great evidence-based practice. All right. And so for our second warm-up exercise, we're going to do a 2-minute mindful breath. And then after the 2-minute mindful breath, I'll do a short introduction to today's 8-minute practice. Let's start our mindful breath with coming to a comfortable position. If you're sitting, then sitting up straight, not rigid, but just straight, lining up the head, the neck, and the spine. Hands are in a comfortable position. Eyes can be closed or open or glancing down, whatever works best for you. And then bringing our attention to the breath. Connecting to the body through the breath as we breathe in and out through the nose. Staying with the breath. It's a great way to connect to the body, which is your doorway into the present moment, which keeps stress at abeyance. We want to stay connected to the body because that's how we keep our stress levels down. Breathing. Staying with that breath, fully experiencing the breath as it is in this moment. Noticing when the attention wanders, where does it go to? That's a big part of the practice. Maybe it goes to a thought or an emotion or somewhere else in the body, physical sensation. Take note of that and then bring the attention back to the breath. Breathing. Noticing the movement of the lower abdomen, that area below the belly button, as the breath rolls up into the upper torso and the shoulders and rolls back down again, fully experiencing that breath. If it's helpful, every once in a while, silently, you can say to yourself, breathing. A lot of people find that that's helpful in keeping your attention right here on the breath. Very simple practice, but very, very effective. Staying with the breath. Returning to the breath as many times as you need to. Remember, those repetitions are what build the mindful muscle. So these repetitions are good. Experiencing the breath, attention wanders, letting go of where it wanders to, coming back. So we're practicing letting go and paying attention. The two bookends of mindfulness. Letting go, paying attention. All right, so that's about 2 minutes, right? Okay. So today's practice, 8-minute practice, is going to be the body scan, mindful body scan. And this is one of the core practices of mindfulness. And it's not to be confused with progressive relaxation, where we tense a part of the body and then we let go, with the objective to be relaxation. And not that we're not relaxing with the practice of mindfulness, we're just getting there in a different way. We're not trying to relax, but the byproduct of the mindful practice is relaxation, one of the many byproducts, lots of great byproducts with mindfulness. So with the mindful body scan, we'll sequentially start with the feet, work our way up to the head, and just fully experience whatever's present in the body, remembering that being connected to the body is being connected to the present moment, which keeps us from getting stuck in the stress cycle, which is rampant throughout the world now. And it's been that way for decades. So lots of people get stuck in the stress mode. They disconnect because it's the coping mechanism. And then the catch-22 kicks in. Because they're disconnected, they don't know that they're disconnected. So mindfulness is the antidote to this because it reconnects us to the body. The body senses that we're reconnecting, figures there's no more danger out there, takes us out of the stress cycle, takes us out of fight or flight. So here we go into our body scan, starting with the posture, sitting, standing, lying down, walking, eyes open, closed, looking down. I like to close them. Fewer distractions that way. And then starting with the attention on the feet, noticing the bottom of the feet, top of the feet, toes. Just keeping the attention with the feet. Noticing what's present there. We usually have 3 choices. There's comfort, discomfort, and neutral. Neutral is underplayed a lot. A lot of people are experiencing neutral. Not necessarily comfort or discomfort, it's just kind of there. So just noticing what your experience is with those feet. And once again, like we do with the breath, when the attention wanders, bringing it back. And now letting go of the feet, coming to the breath as we breathe in and out through the nose. Breathing. And now shifting the attention to the lower legs, the ankles, calves, and the shins. And just keeping the attention right there with the lower legs. Accepting whatever our present moment experience is. And that's how we accept who we are in this moment, by simply accepting whatever our experience is. Paying attention to the body, thoughts, emotions, and breath on purpose. In this case, it's the body. Lower legs. And letting go of the lower legs, coming to the breath, breathing, fully experiencing that breath, and then shifting the attention to the knees, noticing the back of the knees, the kneecaps, the sides of the knees, noticing how the knees are the meeting points for the lower and upper legs. Staying with the knees. fully experiencing whatever's present. It might not be much of anything, but just keeping the attention there. That's the big deal, because this is how we're connecting to the body, which keeps us from getting stuck in that stress mode. Reverses that disconnection of being stuck in the stress mode. Knees. And letting go of the knees, returning the attention to the breath. And then shifting the attention to the upper legs. So noticing those large muscle groups there, the quadriceps in the front, hamstrings in the back. Fully experiencing those upper legs. Upper legs. Noticing what's there, not trying to change anything, just fully present. And then letting go of the upper legs, returning the attention to the breath, breathing. And now moving the attention to the center of gravity in the body. So that would be the lower abdomen, that area below the belly button, the hips, pelvis, and buttocks. That's where the upper and lower bodies come together. It's the center of gravity. That's your balance point. So keeping our attention, hips, pelvis, buttocks, lower abdomen. And letting go of that area, that center of gravity, returning the attention to the breath, breathing. And now moving the attention to the back. So if you're sitting, maybe noticing the feeling of the back up against the chair. Noticing those large muscles in the back, the spine. Keeping the attention there. Noticing comfort, discomfort, or neutral. Just training the attention to stay in that one place right now. And letting go of the back, coming to the breath. Breathing. And now coming to the front of the upper torso, so the chest, ribcage, sternum, all those internal organs, the heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, spleen, pancreas, all those internal organs, upper digestive tract, front of the upper torso. Quality attention right there. And letting go of that part of the body, returning the attention to the breath, breathing. And now coming to the shoulders, arms, and hands. So noticing the fingers, palms, the back of the hands, the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, and shoulders. And just holding that part of the body in our field of attention. Hands, arms, shoulders. Bringing the attention back when it wanders, noting where it wanders to, and letting go now of the arms, hands, and shoulders. Returning to the breath, attention to the breath, breathing. And now shifting the attention to the head and the neck. So noticing the neck, the cervical spine, the face, that would be the jaw, sides of the face, the ears, mouth, teeth, tongue, lips, nose, eyes, forehead, and top of the head. So the neck and the head. Just accepting whatever our present moment experience is gives us that ability to accept who we are in this moment. And now expanding the field of attention. This is a little bit different than what we've been doing. And so starting with the head and the neck, which is where we are right now, expanding the field of attention to include the shoulders, arms, and hands. Just letting that attention field expand. Now also to include the upper torso and the back. And now the midsection, so that center of gravity, the lower abdomen, hips, pelvis, buttocks, and then continuing on to the upper legs, the knees, the lower legs, and the feet. So everybody approaches this particular practice a little bit differently, this expanding the field of attention. So using your creativity and imagination to discover what works best for you. I've heard lots of great suggestions over the years how people come to this particular experience, sensing the body as a whole. Just sensing the body as a whole. Some people like to sense the breath throughout the body. Each in-breath maybe feeling the body expanding, and then each out-breath feeling the entire body contracting. See if that works for you. If not, I'm sure you'll come to something that works well for you. Sensing the body as a whole. Fully connected to the entire body. Coming out of that stress cycle because we're connected. When we go into stress, we disconnect. That's the way we cope. Mindfulness is the antidote. We reconnect, and that takes us out of the stress cycle. Very simple, yet very effective practice to keep stress at abeyance. And when stress goes away, it allows us to explore our human potential. Mindfulness opens up so many doors, resolves issues, and then takes us into that realm of exploring our human potential. Starts out with maybe discipline, becomes a pattern and a habit, and then actually becomes enjoyable. with practice. All righty. Good 8-minute practice. Well done. Hey, Karen, I see you there. Okay, so we have a minute or two. If somebody would like to make a comment or ask a question, I'd be happy to address that. Yeah, Karen said she needed this. So did I, so do we all. Particularly nowadays, we all need this. But we've always needed this, and we always will. So this is a good thing. Here's a fun question. All right, it's not particularly in the realm of stress, but that's good. Will mindfulness help my golf game? Okay. Well, let me give you the short answer first. Yes, mindfulness will help with your golf game. Here's how it works. What we've discovered through research is that mindfulness is, in fact, that core experience of what everybody calls the flow state, or peak performance, or being in the zone. These are experiences that used to just be part of elite athletes' experiences, and they would stumble upon it. They didn't know how they got there. But with research, we've discovered that what they were able to achieve in these peak performance moments was this ability to focus the attention in the present moment, which expands their field of awareness and helps also to coordinate all the systems in the body, make the body run more efficiently. So not only is the mental aspect enhanced, and the emotional aspect is enhanced because you're lowering stress, but the physical aspect is enhanced as well because you're allowing for the coordination of all the muscles and the systems in the body. There was a book written, I think it was back in the 60s or 70s, that opened the door really to the study of mindfulness in sports. It was called Golf in the Kingdom. It was written by a guy named Michael Murphy, who was one of the founders of the Esalen Institute in Northern California. Opened up the whole field of the study of human potential. And so it's a bit of a long-winded answer for the golf question, but yeah, so that's why and that's how your golf game is enhanced by the practice of mindfulness. And of course, not just golf, but all activity is enhanced by the practice of mindfulness. Hey, Deborah. So let's finish up with our 15-second mindful smile. Bookends. We start with the mindful smile and we end with the mindful smile. That's why I call it bookends. The mindful bookends. So we're going to body scan, just like we did, and we're going to smile and combine the two at the same time. So here we go. Big smile. Body scanning. Noticing our experience as we're smiling. It's our present moment experience. Connecting to the present moment through the smile. All righty, good practice for today. And once again, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, 4 o'clock Arizona time. As you can see, it goes for 20-25 minutes. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day.